Hello, pile number one, and thank you for coming back. If you are a returned subscriber or just a returned fan, if you have not visited my page before, my name's Antonio. I created these cards here, and I'll be doing your reading. This is Hollywood Oracle, and I'm just a fan of Beetlejuice. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And that's why I made these cards. And also, I'm a fan of tarot, if you couldn't tell. So, I always try to get his voice right when I was a kid watching his movies. So, I always thought, like, what would be cool if I just did like maybe even a bad impression or a good impression, or just this is just the impression that I do when I try and mimic him. I'll just read your card, the card that you chose, in his voice, and then we'll do the reading like such. Okay. Well, not in his voice. It's kind of hard to hold that. It's almost like closing your, like breathing your throat off, so like no air passes, and it's like I don't even know how to like gargling words out. All right, here we go. Oh, hey there, pod number one. Thank you for coming back. Your card here is Embrace. Try to put my hands on her one. Didn't go well. All right. So, or his famous line, what did he say? Oh, hey, you got to say it 3 times. Anyways, let's get down to it. Pile number one, your card here is Embrace. And if you've seen the movie, then you know who this is. She's a chick that's split into two there. So, what is going on with your love life? Pile number one. Let's pull your cards and see what this guy was jumping. I think I'm not. Should I take reversals? Yeah, we'll take them today. So, first card is the fun card in reverse. Fun card in reverse. All right, let's see. Give me some more. What's going on here? All right. Pulling two. Both in reverse. Okay, so we got the marriage card in reverse, the reflection card in reverse. And can I say, like, the marriage card is like my favorite card, I think, out of the whole deck. Um, I mean, there's some other ones in there, but I might even turn that into a shirt. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave me a comment down below. Would that be a dope ass shirt in black? I'm thinking so. Maybe when I start selling some merch, that'll be where it's at. Let's see. We got one guy popping out here. Also in the reverse, we have guidance. Okay, let's see. Joy in the upright, going in the second row here for me. This guy's kind of popping up. Exception in the reverse. Secrets in the reverse. One more for this pal here. Come on. All right. Have the attractive card in the upright. That might even be a good shirt too, right? All right, let's see here. And for the last pile here, growth. You know, I've actually been seeing a lot of angel numbers myself lately. Also double digit numbers. So like 12, 12. You you have nourish in the reverse. Shame in the reverse. And death in the upright. So, pile number one, let's see what's going on in your love life. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is truth in the upright. Truth in the upright. So, let's see. Pile number one. With the embrace card right off the way, I feel like there's probably something that you're might be keeping to yourself, not hiding. Maybe you're aging and balding a little bit, or maybe you're already bald. Maybe you are something has changed with your appearance, and just you're not you don't like it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You prefer the latter, or if it's you're going bald, then you would like hair. If it's you know you're missing a leg, you wish you had the leg. You know what I mean? Maybe you wish it was the other leg. Something here about your body that you're not really embracing. And it might actually be a good thing. Some people, I mean, there's definitely a ton of fetishes and everything out there nowadays. So um, you really never know what people are into. Trust me, I'm hearing about things even now in my age, and uh, I say that like I'm old. I'm only 32, but I'm hearing some of the shit the younger kids do, and uh, I'm just like, oh, all right, cool, or at least what they call it, the new terms. So, anyways, let's see. I just feel like, again, I'm sorry, off track rambling. You're not embracing something, right? And I feel like it could have something to do with your appearance, or it could be maybe something. It could be like a red flag about yourself that you've noticed, but you're not necessarily outing or dealing with. So let's see. As of right now, with the fun card in reverse, obviously you're not having a good time, right? And you could definitely be in a relationship as well. I mean, take it how it resonates. I'm getting some people are in a relationship and that relationship isn't going well. Like, maybe you said, especially with the marriage card as next one and saying, and that's in reverse. So, maybe your marriage isn't going well, and it doesn't have to be a marriage. It could also be just a regular relationship. And this doesn't have to be sexual either. This could be somebody you're friends with, but um, I'm definitely seeing like maybe it's got to be either you or maybe someone you're dealing with aren't really reflecting on, um, possibly something that you did, maybe something that you've noticed about yourself, like a red flag again, or it could be something about your body that you're not really embracing, I guess to say, like you're not really, it's like one of those issues that you realize, but you're not really necessarily engaging with or trying to fix because you have the guidance card in the reverse. And so, I mean, like, this is also something that's not getting addressed. You're not getting any professional help if that's what it is, or maybe you're just not seeking guidance. Maybe you're too ashamed about it to uh, ask somebody for help, or maybe you just don't know where to look. But I greatly, I would very much like you to at least find someone to talk to if you're not gonna, get professional help. Um, that's at least what I see kind of going on, uh, possibly in the past, possibly kind of currently. I kind of read that these are past cards and these are your kind of what's going on right now. So yeah, I either see in the past or this could be something you have either gone through or are currently going through. And like I said, take it how it resonates. It could be a marriage that's not working out, some type of connection in your life that's not working out. um, and or like I'm saying, it could really just be a connection with yourself. Maybe you're not seeing yourself as marriage material because of whatever, if you have body dysmorphia or whatever the case might be. um, in the I'm kind of see, so this for me would be the current, you know of what's going on. We do see you kind of joyful, kind of happy. um, could be for any type of reason. I mean, where I'm living right now, spring is kind of right around the corner. I believe it started on the 31st, but I could be wrong. But I feel like it's a fake kind of happy and joy, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like you're content, but there's definitely, um, some things that could be better. I feel like, you know, with the deception card in the reverse and the secret card coming after that in reverse, I feel like, again, there's something that you might not be addressing about yourself, or maybe you could even be kind of in hermit mode. This could be talking about possibly where, you're not going out. You're kind of like, you're in this weird stage of like, I'm content where I am, but things could definitely be better. And that could go for a relationship, like saying, take this how it resonates. I'm kind of getting a couple stories here, but you could be in a failing marriage, or uh, you know you could be in a relationship that's kind of going south, or maybe the flame is died out. But I definitely see you kind of here in this like false happiness. And I don't want to say like you're not necessarily happy, because I mean, you could be very well happy, but I definitely feel like maybe you're not addressing whatever that issue is. you know I do see here that you have been working on yourself, though. You're getting attractive, right? Look at that snazzy guy. um I see that there. So I'm saying either you're working on yourself, physically, maybe mentally, just maybe you're taking that extra time to go get the nails done, the feet done, whatever it is you do to pamper yourself, but you are definitely becoming attractive here. And what I see here in the future, this would be my future role here. I'm seeing that there's definitely growth. You've definitely grown from whatever the situation it was. And this could have been, you know, a breakup as well, where there were a lot of secrets and deception. Um, but I see, future wise, whatever happened, you grew from this, right? If this is, the future of what we're looking at, we definitely see nourish though. So you might not be eating. You could be fasting. It doesn't have to be something as serious as being anemic or anything, but it could just be, you're not necessarily taking care of your body or putting the right vitamins in your body. Um, Even though we do have the growth here, but I feel like this is more spiritual than anything. We definitely have the shame here coming next. And what I'm kind of seeing with shame, um, that came out in the reverse. So for me, I'm going to say that is simply just saying, like, you've kind of, whatever this issue is that you seem to be dealing with, don't even worry about it, because here in the future, I'm seeing that you're definitely gonna overcome this. You're gonna stop looking at it as a burden. You're gonna stop, maybe comparing yourself to the next person. Maybe if this was a relationship that we have here, maybe that the person you were with either cheated on you, or there's just maybe a lot of lies and secrets. But I feel like, you know, at this point here, when we're looking at present, I just I get that, you guys are definitely coming to the light about this. I do see like reflection. You weren't really doing that in the past, or this could be the current stage you're at, where you're just kind of denying it. But with these cards in the reverse, in the present. I'm sorry to kind of backtrack here, but for those of you who the other story didn't line up with, this is kind of you being forward with yourself. um, about whatever relationship or job or whatever this was that you were kind of, ball and chain to, um, that didn't work out, and you kind of accept that here, and then you start working on yourself to make yourself more attractive, get yourself back out there, get yourself back on some dates. Okay. So and like I said, in the future, regardless, I see growth for whoever story this is. It applies to all the storylines here, but you're definitely experiencing some growth, but we definitely need to, maybe, you got yourself right, looking good, but you're just not eating the right stuff. It's easy to work out and continue having a bad diet as well. So maybe this is just saying, get your diet right, you know. But we're seeing definitely whatever this problem was, whether it's a relationship you're getting over with, whether it's some type of physical ailment that you saw as a negative, you're definitely getting over it with the shame in reverse. And we have the death of whatever that situation is to end that, right? So you can see there Barbara and Adam's death. And that's kind of like, you kind of get my board here, right? Try to mimic it, but so you're definitely putting an end to whatever that situation is, especially because the bottom of your deck energy is truth, right? So you're just being truthful with yourself, embracing, whatever it is that that you seem to be having an issue with in the past there. And I'm just looking at, I feel like you know, once you take a look at that, and I'm sorry I'm doing this off camera, but I usually sometimes look to see if some of the energy here kind of trickled into the other cards, and I do see, and I promise you I didn't put these cards in there, but we have protected. Truth here, right? So I feel like once you put a death to whatever this situation is, you're being truthful with yourself about whatever the case might be. I feel you. If you are looking for love, that's when love is going to enter your life, and you can see how lovey-dovey those two look, right? So with that, the next card is protected. So I feel like your next relationship, once you go through whatever this is that you seem to be dealing with, your next relationship is going to be protected. So I would say get clear on what it is you want or what it is you're looking for in a person, right? Maybe even write it down, journal it. Um, so it's easier, it manifests to you better. I will get you some advice cards here from the Major Pain deck. I like the all black on these, right? Major Pain deck, great movie if you have not seen it, but we'll get you some advice cards. But I do see that, yeah, they'll be protecting that next relationship once you learn to accept uh, whatever seems to be going on, right? So, first card is clean this shit up, right? And that could mean, I'm thinking that means more in the we have show no mercy as the next card. But I'm saying I see clean this shit up as in whatever situation that's you're finding yourself in here. You know, they're just telling you like only you, right? And sometimes it's hard to be truthful with yourself, but literally they're just saying like, look, only you it's gonna be the person that's gonna pull you through this, right? And this is a little bit of tough love. And but that's fine. Sometimes we need tough love. I do myself sometimes need tough love. You know, I just need someone to tell me like, Antonio, get over it, right? So that's what I see here. And then show no mercy with your um, second card, and that's in the reverse. So what I'm thinking here is, you know, Spirit's still telling you like, look, take the time to mourn or figure it out for yourself. For example, if you are going bald, like, hey, maybe try to shave your hair really low, see if you like it. Take some time, figure it out. Figure yourself out, whatever you seem to be, whatever you feel comfortable with. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying, or source, whatever you believe in, God, spirit, angels, is saying, you know, take that time to feel comfortable with yourself, right? Don't rush it. Try some stuff out. If it's, a relationship, I feel like it's pretty much saying like, if this is ending a relationship or maybe ending a marriage, whatever the case is, I feel like this is just saying like, look, it might seem bad right now, and take that time to really, you know, uh, engage in yourself. I feel like that's really kind of what they're saying is like, take some time for you, figure you out, get yourself right, if love is the thing that you're after. And, you're going to have some growth for this, start eating better, chase that life that, you're looking for. Right. So if, you get off of work, you come home and all you do is make dinner and then eat and watch TV and then maybe have dessert or some more snacks. Then you obviously aren't working on yourself, right? Like, and I mean, sorry to be so forward, but I'm just saying like if you're trying to have the summer body, but you're not doing anything for it, then obviously you won't get that attractiveness that you're looking for, right? So I feel like this is literally just saying like, take your time, don't feel bad. Everybody starts somewhere, right? So just because you're not there right now, don't let that discourage you. So just take your time, be patient with yourself. Is kind of what I'm feeling with that card. The next card is literally like no joke. I didn't use no joke that came out. Do you want it, earn it, and that's in the upright. So again, universe, spirit, literally just saying like, yo, if this is something you want, get up, get it. Out. Look, so nobody thinks like I'm just pulling this shit out, right? Like it's just water turd. Like that's next card. Next card again, spirit, universe, angels, whatever you believe in. Literally just saying like, if you want it, go get it. Like it's like we can only do so much on this side, right? We need a little bit of help from you. So, if you're down in the dumps, maybe, and again, there's a couple of different storylines here. So I'm sorry if this reading seems kind of all over the place, but if a relationship didn't work out, um, if you've been single for a while and you've been wanting a relationship, right? If you are single, right, and there seems to be some type of uh, problem you have with yourself, either physically, mentally, whatever it is, I feel like this whole reading is literally just saying, take some time, be honest with yourself about whatever it is that you seem to be dealing with, right, and then look at um, options and ways that you can improve that situation for yourself. Or but there's going to be a death, so whatever you seem to be going through applies to all stories here. It's going to end, right? But while you're going through it, you can be building yourself up and growing from it, learning the lessons from it. And once you get all that done, they're saying that we got a relationship for you, right, coming. And but it's definitely saying like, if you want it, you got to own it, right? And I promise you, like, I'll try and pull out one more. Let's see. You see, you saw me shuffle. You stupid, right? So so I feel like universe spirit's literally just saying like, how many times do I got to say it, right? Like, listen to the boy, right? So and the boy being me, myself here, Antonio. Um, if you want it, go out there and get it, right? Show no mercy. Go out there, get it. Okay. Thank you, Major Payne. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. If you made it to the end and you enjoyed this reading and it helped and it resonated with you, please give me a like, give me a comment, hit the subscribe so you know when I post new stuff. Otherwise, I also please leave in the comment if you like my Beetlejuice voice. I would like to hear that. Or if you thought it was bad, right? I can take a joke. So, and then also let me know if these cards are something you're interested in, because I am thinking about selling these in the future if people are interested, right? All right, thank you. Like I said, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. All right, pile number two. Hello, pile number two, group number two, whatever you prefer. I'm Antonio, your host. Welcome to Hollywood Oracle. Thank you for anyone coming back, and thank you for anyone coming, right? So let's see what's your first card. And you know what, just to be fair, I do have to do the my best impression of the Beetlejuice voice as I did it for pile one or group one. So I will do that while reading your card like I did for them. So uh, well, hey, all right, let's see. Your card here is business. Let's get down to it then, right? I probably should have drank some water before I did that for you guys. My voice was still kind of, you know, uh, sore from doing it for them. But anyways, let's get into your reading here. Let's get into your reading here. And again, guys, drop me a comment down below if purchasing these is something you'd be interested in, right? Because I am thinking about selling them. So if there's interest. All right. First card here is hiding in the reverse. All right. This guy right here. Another card in the reverse is deception. Next card is compassion in the reverse. And the next card is twin flame in the reverse. Oh, what is going on in your love life? Pile number two. There we go. Second row, we have patience in reverse. We have free in the upright. All right. We have inspire in the upright. One more for this row. That card fell. I'm going to have to get it. All right. Sorry, pile two there. Just dropped your card. Got myself some water here. Let's see what this card is. Does it want to be upright or reverse? Keeps landing sideways. Like no matter how I throw it. I'm going to say that's more reverse. So joy in reverse here. And let's get some for the third row here. Then we can see what's going on in your love life. Pile number two. Courage in the upright. New doors in the upright. Whoa, too much there, buddy. Let's see. gifts in the upright. All right. Man, got a lot to say on this one. I mean, the cards literally just don't want to stay in my hand, right? Too much, too much. There we go. Last card is Eternal in the upright. All right. Let's see. And bottom of the deck is Children in Reverse. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Pile number 2. What's going on in your love life? Okay, so business is your first card here. We have hiding, pretty much every card in the reverse in the first row. That's hiding, deception, compassion, and twin flame. So I'm seeing. So I kind of feel like this is regarding some type of relationship here, and this could have been, a love relationship, a relationship with family, a family member. Could have been something with a coworker, or maybe just your work in general. And I kind of feel like with hiding reverse, something has definitely come to light about it, or maybe it's just something that you finally realize, right? And with the deception in reverse, again, it's drilling in that maybe that the person you're dealing with or the situation, um, maybe you kind of saw it coming, maybe you saw the painting on the wall before it was there, maybe you noticed the red flags, right? Or maybe you're just now taking off the rose colored glasses and seeing it for what it was. And this is, I'm reading this kind of as the past, so this might, either you could be currently going through this or you could have already experienced this. But we're definitely seeing compassion here in the reverse, and this could be like, maybe if this is a breakup or something along those lines, like departing from your job. Maybe it just, I'm getting the energy that it didn't, it kind of felt cold hearted, you know, with the compassion in reverse. Maybe you felt like the rug was pulled out from under you. Maybe, sometimes we can find ourselves in love more with the idea of what we believe we can have with somebody than what we actually have with somebody. And you could have saw this as something you wanted for, in the future. Like maybe you could have saw yourself settling down with this person, or maybe you could have found the job that you are at, um, being as like the end all, but you got into that position that you wanted to be in, and then you realize, it wasn't butterflies and rainbows, right? Like you could possibly be, um, you know, um, not just pretty much not what you thought it was or what you wanted it to be, right? And this applies to relationship, or I do kind of see this as a job as well. So take how it resonates. But yeah, it pretty much was not, as sunny. It was not as bright as the sun is, right? So in the current energy here, what I have here, I read this as present. Pretty much what I'm saying is you ran out of patience, right? Um, I feel like, sometimes when we do a job, for example, right? Uh, if your job doesn't require much movement, maybe you sit in one place and you do one thing the whole time, right? So if it's, a circuit board, you're building a computer, and your job is to add this one piece. The computer comes down the conveyor belt, you add that piece, it goes down the line, the next one comes, you add that piece. So I kind of feel like that's what this means with the patience in reverse, right? Like you're aching to kind of do more. And if this is a relationship, I kind of feel like, this is you not having patience with maybe the ending of this relationship. right? So if this person's moving out, or if you're in a divorce and you need the paperwork's not finalized, whatever, the ink's not dry, whatever the case is, I kind of see that as you like you can't wait for this to happen because your next card is free. So pretty much right now, you're trying to rush the process, and if you are a single person, I'm feeling this as more of the sense of like you feel unloved, right? And you just want a relationship so bad at this point. But I feel like once you, just kind of accept things for what they are, right? Stop trying to, you know, find a relationship. And I believe at that point is when it will find you. But this also could be, and like I said, with business, and that's why I kind of felt like this is could be something to do with business. Either the person you're going to meet is going to be through business, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to do with your job. It could be, maybe somebody offers you a job, right? And then that's where you find this person at. For my people that are single, if you are in a relationship, I feel like, at this point, it might just feel like you're just doing business transactions with this person, right? So, so it's like, well, you always, I cook dinner, you wash the dishes, we just whatever. But I feel like, this is, I get the feeling if this was a relationship, this relationship's already over, right? This is kind of what I'm picking up from this reading, but take it how it resonates for you. Um, but I feel like, yeah, regardless of what story you follow, your next relationship is going to be regarding some type of business, right? And like I was saying, if you're in a job that you just kind of don't enjoy anymore, is what I'm picking up. It could be you starting your own business, maybe applying for other jobs, but regardless, you're going to feel free from whatever it is that seems to be holding you down here, right? Is what I'm picking up. So with the next card, Inspire, I feel like you're going to get that kind of flame going up under you, right? And you're going to figure out what it is that you want to do next. And I always tell people, like, just because, let's say, for instance, you're a nurse and you've been a nurse for um, 15 years, but then you just woke up one day and you're like, yeah, I don't want to be a nurse anymore, I want to work with animals. It's been my dream to always work with animals. I feel like then in that point, you can make the switch. I feel like, you don't have to stay in the career you're in if it does not enjoy you anymore. I feel like, don't do things for the money, if that makes sense. Like if you're not enjoying what you're, and this goes for as well if you're in a relationship. I'm not telling you to break up with your person, but I definitely feel like, if you are with somebody, and whether this is a marriage or the relationship is just dry, I feeling like if you were to break up with this person or something does happen, you're gonna find yourself kind of with a pep in your step, right? Like you're gonna find yourself kind of looking for whatever the next best thing is, right? Um, but we also have joy in the reverse as the next card. So I feel like you're not really, and if this again, I feel like this is business, so you might not enjoy this. Maybe it is applying for new jobs, right? It's putting yourself out there. If social media is something that you're looking into doing, right? Like there's always obstacles and hurdles to jump over before people start realizing you and connecting the dots of like, oh, you're that person or this person if you're looking for that kind of recognition, or views and likes, right? So, but I feel here in the future, spirit or uh, spirit, God, universe, we are one, whatever you believe in, is definitely giving that little nudge. You know, you can put that little fire in you. As you see, he's poking the, like, I believe that was a tarantula in the movie. But I feel like the universe is saying, "Hey, go for it," right? Just get out there and do it. Whatever it is, start it. I was always worried about starting a YouTube channel and reading cards, and so this is me just going for it. So if I can do it, you can do it, right? So your next card is New Doors. So I feel like that's definitely letting you know, like, hey, once you get started, once you get out there, You know, the new doors are going to open for you. Like you can't. It's universe, spirit, whatever you believe in. Is pretty much just saying like here in the future, right? Like once you put yourself out there, you have to put yourself out there in order to get that recognition that you're looking for, right? So if it's applying for new jobs, if it's looking for a new relationship, whatever the case is, um, this is telling you like, hey, get yourself out. I'm not saying go to a club. I don't believe finding you're going to find the one in the club, but you very well could. I'm saying like, if you're looking for a business lady, right? For my males, go where business women go. You know, where I live, that would kind of be, if you're looking for like the business exec kind of people, that would be downtown, right, in my city. And you can find women and men there. So I would say just this is saying like put yourself in those social circles of the type of person that you're looking for is what I'm picking up, right? And I feel like once you do that, you're gonna start being showered with gifts. You know, the universe is going to be gifting you this great relationship, and this person that you're going to be with is, I feel like it's going to be that 50-50 exchange you might be looking for. If you're somebody who pours into people a lot without getting anything back, I feel like this next relationship, this person is going to be just as giving as you are. And with the internal, as your last card here, I kind of feel like universe, spirit, God, whatever it is you believe in, is really just saying like, look, change or don't change. Whatever your change or don't change for you, for those of you who are maybe starting a business and whatnot, start your business, don't start your business, right? Whatever you choose will be, as they say, your internal suffering, right? So like if you're looking for, again, business women, for me, where I live, that would be downtown. You can find business women, businessmen there that would, put yourself in those circles, go to those type of Starbucks. If you're looking for anything else, maybe someone who's in the books and whatnot, maybe start going to Barnes and Noble and reading. I know they have Starbucks in Barnes and Nobles as well. So, maybe you'll bump into the person that, you'll meet next. But pretty much what spirit, universe, God, whatever you believe in is saying, um, is like you got to get out there. You got to put yourself out there in order to get what you're looking for back, you know? With the um, bottom of the deck energy, children in reverse, I feel like this is really just saying, if you have children and you feel like that is going to be a hindrance, I don't believe that's the case, is what I believe. Spirit, universe, God is what I'm saying, is what they're saying. I'm sorry, there's a little fruit fly flying around me right now. I have a yucca cane plant. Let me explain that. Like, I just don't have random flies in my house. My mother bought me a yucca cane plant, right? And it's a sweet plant. Like it kind of produces like a sweet kind of nectar, and the leaves are sweet. Um, like you can smell sugar when you're around it. It's kind of cool. But it has drawn in the same bugs you would get from when like you leave bananas out. If you've ever done that. Regardless, I'm sorry, off track. Let's get back to your reading. Hopefully I can catch that guy. And anyways, if you have children, like I was saying, don't let that stop you. I feel like nowadays it is more so common, at least where I live, that you're going to be meeting somebody with a child who is looking, for the same thing you're looking for, to get out there, date, and meet somebody who treats their children, similar as how they treat their children, at least maybe have the same parenting style, right? So we'll get some advice here from my other deck that I created, the Major Advice deck. Major Pain here is going to be giving us some great advice. Let's just hit this shuffle and see what he's got to say. pile number one, he was, he was definitely, I don't want to say rude. He was pretty funny, but kind of like rude funny. Let's see. All right, first card is be aware of your surroundings, but it was in the reverse, right? So I feel again, if you're really, again, this is drilling home that, like, if you want a certain type of person, be around the certain type of people, right? Like, maybe this is telling you you're not aware of your surroundings. Like, maybe all of your friends, for if you're a female, all your friends are looking for hot girl summer, but you're looking for, cozy girl winter. Like, you got to be around what you're looking to draw into your life, right? Uh, Again, this card came out in pile number one, so maybe you're coming from pile number one as well. But second card is you stupid. So I feel again, major pain, spirit, God, universe, whatever it is you believe in, is really just saying like, hey, listen to the guy, listen to the guy. He's telling you the business, right? We're speaking through him. So let's see. We'll get you some. I'll get you two more here. I forget how many I did for pile number one, but I love you the same, pile number two. Okay. Um, Demand respect. Okay. So you could be um, somebody who might be a little bit insecure, right? And then you let people kind of take advantage of you because of that. So I feel like, universe, God, universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, is pretty much saying like, when you get in this new relationship, um, or you find yourself in a relationship, whether it's business or love, um, it's saying like, you have to demand the respect that you want. And what I always tell people, and one of my sayings is when I give somebody advice is, people are only going to do what you allow, you know. So if you allow somebody to treat you a certain type of way, well, then they're always going to treat you that certain type of way because you let them get away with it before. So if you don't stop it, then it's going to continuously keep happening. But I'll get you one more here before we end your reading. Number two. And in the reverse, we have there will be hell to pay. Um, so I gotta figure out this lighting, get some better lighting on these cards because they're not dark, honestly. Um, but there'll be hell to pay in the reverse. It's coming out as your last card. So I feel like, again, this is pretty much saying like, you at this point you don't have really anything to lose, right? Like, if you're doing the same thing every day and not actively trying to find that person that you're looking for, then um, what do you have to lose? What are you losing from coming home every day after work and cooking dinner and then sitting down and binge watching Netflix? You're not losing anything if you go out and don't catch, uh, you know, for the next four episodes of whatever it is you're watching, right? You can always watch those later. Um, so I feel like this is pretty much just saying like, go ahead. Like, you don't have anything to lose. They're encouraging you to go out there and get whatever it is that you were looking for. So if it's, somebody just for the summer, go out there and find it. If it's somebody forever, go out there and find it. Put yourself in those social circles, right? Um, this has been Hollywood Oracle. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you on the next one. Remember to hit that like and subscribe so you get the notifications of the next readings. Also, leave in the comments, like I said, if you guys are interested in purchasing these decks, because I am thinking about selling them as well as some other merch as well. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Hello, pile number three. Let me get a drink of water here. And I say pile, but it's really just group because I have not picked any cards for you. Um, I will do my best impression of Beetlejuice as I've done it in the first two piles as well. Um, and leave a comment whether you think it's bad or good, you know. But let's see here, and I'll read the card like I did in the other. So, oh, hey, okay, your card here is compassion. So let's get into the reading and figure out what this means, right? All right. Let's see. Boom. First card is healing. Oh, second card. Standing up. Which way you want to go, though? There we go. Protected. Protected is your second card in the upright. Nourish in the upright is your third card. And courage in the reverse is your fourth card. And that's what I'm picking up for. I'm reading past, present, and future. Attractive in the reverse. What's going on in your love life? Pile number 3. Mirroring in reverse. Joy in the upright. Oh, hello. Which way you want to be? Oh. I'm going to say in reverse. Inspire in the reverse. All right. 4 more here. 4 more here. Listen in the upright. What's going on here? Oh, hello. Listen. So we have free in the reverse. Meditate in the upright. And gratitude in the upright. Bottom of the deck is the marriage card. And this is honestly one of my favorite cards in the deck. I'm actually thinking about making that into a shirt. Leave me a comment down below if you think that'd be a dope shirt. All right. So your card here, pile 3, was compassion. Okay, so what do I see in the past here? And this could be something that happened in the past. This could be something you're currently going through right now. If you can hear that bumping, I'm sorry. That's my upstairs neighbor lifting weights, is what they call it. Um, in the past, here I see you doing some healing, right? I see universe spirit protecting you, and this could be you protecting yourself as far as having boundaries. You know, maybe being a little bit hermit-ish, right? You know, because he's got that gun, like those crazy eyes. Like, try me, you know, f around and find out, right? So I could see you probably been, protecting yourself, healing. You could have gone through a, either a harsh ending, relationship that ended, um, business thing that ended, whatever it is, something could have ended, or in the past, or this could just be you healing currently, right? Keeping to yourself, kind of nourishing, pouring into yourself, right? Being compassionate with yourself, which was the overall energy of the reading. And then having courage in reverse for that last card, I kind of feel like, you know, as far as your love life goes, I feel like you've been doing everything you need to, right? But maybe your walls or like your boundaries, maybe you put yourself in kind of a hermit state, and you're kind of finding it a little bit hard to break out of that kind of mentality, right? Because once start like disconnecting yourself from the world, and trying to figure out either who you are, or even just trying to pour into yourself and you know make you better, right? Dealing with your red flags, or maybe your mental uh, ailments. If you had to go to um, what's the word? Go see somebody, right? Literally, just look at his head. A shrink, someone shrink your head. Um, if you had to go to shrink, and no shame in that, right? I encourage people to go if you do need to, and if you can't afford it, like at least please find someone to um, talk to, whether it's a friend or somebody you can trust, right? I see here, so that's possibly what was going on here in the past. In the present time here, I see you could possibly be finding yourself unattractive, right? And that's why we have it here in reverse. So it could be something mentally, physically that you don't like about yourself. Maybe you want to lose a couple of pounds. Maybe you want to dye your hair. Maybe you want to change your look, because we have the mirroring in reverse as well. Um, and this could be like, I kind of feel this more of like you're growing. I'm sorry, I'm burping. You're growing, but you don't want to look too much like your old self. So maybe you're changing up your wardrobe, right? I don't really feel like you're necessarily mirroring anyone around you, but you might be trying out different types of fashion types to find one that finds you. And spirit, universe, God, whatever it is that you believe in, is what the joy card is literally telling you to, like, enjoy yourself. Um, take some time, get to know yourself. That's why I'm feeling here for love. You know, um, I don't really see necessarily anyone talking to you at the moment, because we have inspire here in the reverse, right? So I feel like this, and before I even get into the future side here, I kind of feel like this reading is really telling you to more so work on yourself, because it could be, um, maybe you're just not pouring into yourself. Maybe you don't find yourself beautiful, or there's something that you don't like about yourself, and you feel like um, it's holding you back, whatever the case is. Or if it is you just having boundaries and walls up, and you're finding it hard to trust new people, right? I feel like Spirit Universe is really telling you to just get out there, enjoy yourself. Not everybody you meet has to be a potential person you date, right? You can give your number out and not talk to somebody if you take that time and reflect. I would say, ladies, if I, if you gave your number to a guy and you're not interested, and he hits you up, just say, hey, not interested. You know what I mean? I mean, you could say it nicer than that, like be nice to the guy, right? He had the courage to come up to you, but just say, hey, I gave it some thought, and I just don't think me and you would be compatible, right? That's a nice way of saying it. But I definitely feel like this is telling you to enjoy yourself, and I feel like right now you're just having a hard time finding that spark that makes you want to get out there, right? Like, and maybe you're like myself. I don't like the whole like club scene. Like, it's cool to go with friends, check out a new place, see some new things. But like going to the club every weekend is not for me. So maybe you're finding it and maybe it's not for you. So maybe you're just finding it hard to meet new people. So I would say go to, things that you are interested in, right? So if you're an active person and there's some 5K runs in your town, coming up with the spring season coming around here, join some 5Ks. Maybe you'll meet the person that you're trying to meet, right? Somebody that's interested in physical activities like yourself. So, um, in the future here, we have the listening card in the upright, and you can kind of see he's reading through that book. That's the Book of the Dead, or whatever it is. Have the faith book, right? And she's listening in. So I feel like universe, God, spirit, whatever it is you believe in, is really just telling you, like, listen to yourself. Take some time to yourself, figure out what it is that you want, so it'll come faster to you, right? We have free here in the reverse. So I feel like, there might be some things in your life that you might feel are weighing you down, in terms of, finding that relationship. So maybe you have kids, so it's not as easy to just, go out whenever you like to or whenever you get invited out to. I feel like this is really telling you, that's fine. You know, other people that you meet might have some restrictions as well that you find may be difficult, for them to always escape as well. So, you know, there are people out there that will, if they like you enough. And ladies, again, if he likes you enough, trust me, he will put up with, only getting to see you 2 days out of the week because you're a nurse and you work crazy hours, right? Like, if he likes you enough, he'll figure it out. Maybe he'll bring you lunch or dinner, whatever the case is, just so he can see you for 30 minutes, right? So, the next card here is meditate. So again, I really feel like this is really just telling you to, like, figure out who you are first, right? And whatever the issues that you think might be holding you back from dating or opening up to people, maybe evaluate those, take some time to meditate. And meditation, a lot of times people think of like folding your legs, Indian style, light some incense, and, closing your eyes as form of meditation. And yeah, that does help a lot of people, but you can meditate in multiple different ways. So maybe your meditation is, you know, up to your neck and hot, in a hot bath, and with your eyes closed and some music playing. Like, that can be your form of meditation. However you meditate, I feel like this is really just telling you to kind of deep dive into what it is you want, what you're looking for, and again, what you're going to have to get over in order to find that, right? So, gratitude in the upright, I feel like this one's really just telling you, like, you'll thank yourself. You'll thank yourself once you figure out, and you might even see it as not that big of an issue. You'll probably laugh it off, of whatever the issue is. If this is somebody, if you were broken up with, I feel like, at this point here, future wise, you're gonna thank yourself for getting over whatever it is you got over. If you're single, right? I feel like, whatever it is holding you back, or maybe it's excuses that you're creating for yourself, that are holding you back from finding love, right? You'll thank yourself for, taking those excuses out, right? And I think you'll be grateful once, you do that, because that next relationship has the possibility of ending in marriage. I don't want to tell you that it will, because energy's fluid. It's like time always changing, right? So, um, it could that next relationship could end in marriage for you. And we'll get you some advice cards from my major pain deck here, right? From major pain over there. Get you at least 4 cards, get you some advice to see what's going on in your love life. And take all this how it resonates. I am reading for more people than just yourself, so don't force things to fit. We have nourish in the reverse as your first card, which is funny because we have nourish in the upright. So I feel like this might be telling you again um, that what you're doing currently is not nourishing yourself in the way that you might want to see yourself. So, if you want that beach bod, but every day you come home and you're making uh, you're eating McDonald's or takeout or whatever it is, you're not going to have the beach bod by the time summer rolls around, right? So, take that time, nourish yourself properly, right? Whether that's food or it's mentally, okay. Be nice to yourself because remember, overall, we have compassion. So I really feel like this reading is about being, having some compassion with yourself. Being nice to yourself, right? Because it starts with us. Like you can't love somebody if you don't love yourself first. So I feel like this is really just telling you, start with yourself, right? Try and love yourself. And then once you figure out how to do that, you're going to be more grateful when that actual person that's trying to love you comes into your life. And we have sensitive in the reverse. And I love this movie. It's a great movie. Would not work out today because of the jokes that are in it. But if you are not sensitive, I would encourage you to check this movie out. Sensitive in the reverse, I feel like, again, that is talking on the protectedness, right? It's saying, those walls and everything that you got up, you're going to have to bring those down. And you're gonna have to remember, like, if you were cheated on in the past, which could be a possibility. I would say, you're gonna have to not take things maybe so personally, right? So maybe you meet somebody new and he makes a joke and it offends you, or it makes you think of the last thing, last relationship you were in, or a situation that you were in that you didn't like, you know, or maybe you're an activist right person, and the person you meet litters or something, and you find that very offensive. Like, hey, don't blow up on him, right? Just explain to him that you care about the environment, and you would like it if you wouldn't do that, right? So I feel like this is really just telling you, like, stop being so sensitive, pretty much. Like, or maybe it is that you're being too sensitive, and it's telling you, I mean, not being too sensitive, but maybe you're not being sensitive enough, right? Maybe this reading is telling you to be more compassionate, which you could be, a cold person, because I was telling you, like, there are walls up, right? So, you got to break down those walls, become more sensitive, um, in order to find that love that you're looking for, right? Because love is sensitive, love is gentle, and love shouldn't be hard. I mean, you'll go through hard times, but it shouldn't always be rocky. Um, the next card here is water your goals in reverse. So I feel like spirit God, whatever it is that you believe in, this card's a little hard to see, especially with my lighting going on right now. He's in this scene, actually. He is, you can kind of see the heads there, and him with the hose. He buries the boys that he's looking after in dirt up to their neck, and he starts watering them with the water hose, pretty much because he wants them to grow, right? So I feel like spirit God, whatever it is you believe in, is literally telling you, like, it doesn't see you right now watering whatever it is you want to grow. So if it's a business, if it's an actual relationship, or you're looking for love, or you're in a relationship, like, you have to water it. And like, for example, when you buy a plant, you have to figure out how that plant needs to be loved in order for that plant to grow, right? And I say loved just meaning in how that plant needs to be taken care of. So, like, you can overwater a plant, you could underwater a plant. A plant only needs X amount of hours of sunlight, and maybe you have that plant sitting in sunlight all day, right? So, and I feel like this is more so, again, driving home that message of take care of yourself, right? And then after you do that, love, you're going to find love, right? Spirit God, spirit, God, universe, one, all of us are one, whatever you believe in, is, is going to grant you what it is you're looking for after, you deal with yourself. So let's see one more here, and we have show no mercy. Right. So once you hit that dance floor, show no mercy. Like, I'm not telling you, to attack other females if they're talking to a guy you're interested in, right, ladies or males. But pretty much, I feel like this was really just saying like, hey, if this is something you want, go for it, right? If you see that girl you want and you're nervous to go talk to her, go talk to her. I mean, what's the worst she's gonna say? No. I have a boyfriend, which is what women will usually tell you to, turn you down nicely. Um, or they actually do have a boyfriend, whatever the case is. But I feel like you miss all the shots you don't take, right? So take that shot because it could lead to marriage. And let's just see if we have. Sometimes like the energy will, you know, yeah, and I feel that like the energy will kind of like continue in some of the cards to follow. So we have marriage here. Like once you take that time for yourself, it's going to be a challenge, right? Like marriage is a challenge. Loving somebody is a challenge because you not only are you accepting them, but you're accepting their flaws, right? You're learning to live with their flaws. And maybe what they consider their flaws, you see as something that you love. But we have enlightened, right? So you're going to go through, some type of challenge. You know, you might not feel enlightened, but if children, we have compassion and surrender. So I feel like this is saying, telling you to stay childlike, lighthearted, right? Have compassion for other people. And I mean, that card comes and you have the compassion card as the overall. And I feel like it's telling you to just surrender, surrender to what it is, you're looking for. Um, so it comes to you, right? So this has been Hollywood Oracle. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the latest readings. And then also hit those comments to let me know what you thought of my Beetlejuice impression. And also let me know if you guys are interested in these cards. Because like I said, I'm thinking of selling them. So, if that's something you guys are interested in, I'd love to hear the feedback. And that is it. You guys take care. Love and light.